Hi everyone, my name's Jennifer Cross. I'm here again with Bob and Dixie Forsyth for a feminine moment, and we are talking about the Netflix documentary that's been out, Princess Diana in Her Own Words. And Bob and Dixie have some great insight and a really good review of this. So go ahead and talk.
We just saw it, and I don't know how long it's been out. It can't be very long. And it was really good. Now, Princess Diana is somebody that we talk about a little bit in the new book coming up. When we talk about, there's a chapter on feminine power, and she's one of the examples, along with some others. She has such a profound influence, but she was always feminine. And this documentary is really interesting and very sad, but she talked about at one point where because she's like 11 years younger than Charles. She was 19 and he was 30
or something like that.
And he'd had a lot of experience. She was very inexperienced. She didn't date much. She felt like, she said, I always knew I had to keep myself tidy, which means she needed to be a virgin. And she was very inexperienced. And so she met him this one time. She'd been exposed to him here and there. He dated her sister Sarah for some time. And she was at a picnic, and she couldn't imagine why he would talk to her, pay attention to her, but he did. And she told him, making conversation, that she noticed him at his uncle Mountbatten's funeral. He was very close to that uncle. And she said, I noticed you, and you looked so sad. And I just felt so bad for you. I thought you needed to be taken care of. And she said, he just glowed. She said, I think she said he pounced on me. I don't know that she meant physically, but it was like that. Just so appealing to him because it was understanding men. She said that's when it started.
Okay.
And even though he had his mistress Camilla, and it didn't work out, he didn't ever really replace her with Camilla. I think that's one thing that really started him going in her direction. Without realizing it, she showed empathy for him, and he didn't have a lot of that in his life. And then the other thing that I noticed that was really interesting, now this relates to feminine power, that the new book coming out, Fascinating Womanhood for the Timeless Woman, has a whole chapter on it. And it's at the end where they're asking her, the interviewer asks her, do you think that you are having
an impact on the monarchy? Yeah.
And she said, are you going to have an impact? And she said, I already am. And remember, at that time, she's been gone over 20 years. So it may have been 21 or 22 years. I don't know exactly when that was.
97.
Well, no, when this was recorded.
Oh, when this was recorded.
She said, I'm teaching my sons to more relate to ordinary people. She would have them stand in line and wait for food at McDonald's. And Charles used to get upset and say, we have 5 chefs. Why would you do this? And she said, because they need to relate to real people and be real people. And so she deliberately raised them and successfully raised them to the point that she died to be different. And so this is one of the things we're talking about in feminine influence and power. She's been gone over 20 years, but her sons have changed the face of the monarchy already. William and Kate are completely different. They don't wear gloves when they shake people's hands. They're real. William is a hands-on father.
Yes.
This is an example of feminine power and how we work best.
I think she recognized it. That's what's interesting. That was what struck us. She realized what was going on.
She knew what she was doing.
It was changing.
She knew that it could change things.
And through her influence in how she raised her children, as women of the gatekeepers of civilization, like what a great example she is.
She's a perfect example, because we all know who she is. There's others that I may know that you don't know who they are, who are a great example of gatekeepers of civilization, but everybody knows who she is.
She's so visible.
She's so visible, so we can look at her and say, I can see that.
Yeah, and so realizing her power as a female and also raising children, and I think we've lost sight of that as a society.
Well, and you cannot end this discussion without saying she didn't even understand herself.
What she was doing.
The influence she had on millions and millions of people. She in the documentary, she said something like, she was always so hounded by the press and thought that they wrote such mean things about her. And I think she thought that the people thought those things about her because they read the tabloids and they read these things. And she would have, one of her close friends after she died says she would not believe the outpouring of love for her. She had no idea.
That's so sad to me.
That she had on millions of people that she never met. This is what we're talking about when we talk about the best use of feminine power.
Beautiful.
Don't try to go after male power. We
love that too.
We have our own that works better for us.
Yes, and our power actually inspires the masculine power.
Right.
It's more lasting.
Yeah, and you'll learn more about that in the new book. Anyway.
Thank you both so much. Thank you, everyone, for watching our videos. Please visit the website, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook page. Thank you, and have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.